TDEE, total daily energy expenditure. We are going to discuss how this TDEE calculator can help you on your weight loss or fitness journey. But most important, I want to give a crucial tip, honey. Yes, I need you to stay all the way to the end of the video because we need to go over the activity level. Now, that activity level can make or break your numbers, and this TDEE calculator pretty much gives you your macros, and your macros is broken up into three parts, which is your fats, carbs, and protein. And it also tells you exactly how many calories you need to be at for maintenance, whether if you're cutting or bulking. All of this matters. So if you're not in tune with the TDEE calculator and you've just been doing this all willy-nilly, I need you to stop. Okay, what I need you to do is get your phone out and let's go ahead and start plugging in the information together, because I don't want you to be like me where I overestimated and my maintenance calories was wrong. Okay, so before we get into that, honey, you know what we got to do. Hello, gorgeous. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. It is your girl, Tamika. Hello, gorgeous. She is Tamika and Tamika is she. Hey, she is Tamika and Tamika is she. Hey, she is Tamika and Tamika is me. Yes, okay. We're not going to talk about the elephant in the room. If you have not watched my second channel, which is Tamika's Beauty Lounge, where I discuss all of this, okay? Make sure you go ahead and head over to that channel and subscribe, okay, after you watch this video. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the TDEE calculator. Now, I know you might be saying, well, girl, I don't need no TDEE calculator. I can just do this whole thing intuitively, or all I need to do is just eat 1,500 calories and that's it. Well, what if 1,500 calories is not your maintenance? Have you ever thought about that? What if 1,500 calories is too low for you? And what if your maintenance is 2,000? Or what if it's 1,700? Or what if you're in a plateau and you don't know where to go? Maybe your calories is already too low, and the lower you go, the more you are jeopardizing your metabolism. So let's go ahead and get into the TDEE calculator, because it's going to be very important, very crucial that you pick the right TDEE calculator online, because there are multiple ones. And honey, there is one that does not really explain what the activity levels mean. And that is what this video is going to be about, on how should we go about picking our activity levels so we get the correct number. Okay, keep in mind that these numbers are just like a little guesstimate. It's not your true numbers. Like if you want that, you will have to get one of those InBody scans, something like that. But this is also a helpful tool. Since it's free, we pay our phone bill, so let's go ahead and use Google. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and screen share, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, there goes my boo. All right, so TDEE calculator. Yeah, still didn't spell it right. But anywho, TDEE calculator. Okay, so we have multiple ones here. We have the first one, TDEEcalculator.net. We have the calculator.net, the TDEE calculator.app. Now, I'm not going to go too far down because those are the ones that I'm really not familiar with. But let's go ahead and I'm going to show you the one that I was using, where I received the incorrect numbers for myself. And not because it was incorrect, it was because of what I was picking as my activity level that was incorrect. All right, so let me find the one, I think. Okay, so it's this one, the calculator.net. All right, so like once you plug in your information, 50, yeah, right, 44, female, 5'4". I'm actually 5'3.4", but we're not going to go there. All right, so I am currently 153 pounds. So here, you see where it says activity level, which is the basal basal metabolic rate, which is your BMR, which is the amount of calories you need to just exist. That's like just moving around throughout the day, not exercising. Girl, you just want to exist and boom, that's it. Then you got little or no exercise. Exercise 1 to 3 times a week, exercise 4 to 5, daily exercise or intense exercise 3 to 4, intense exercise 6 to 7, and very intense exercise daily or physical job. As you see, it doesn't really like say a whole lot. So what I was picking was 4 to 5 because I walk, I get my 10,000 steps or more. And at the time, I was strength training at least twice a week. So that is what I was picking. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit calculate. So as you can see here, it says that my maintenance calories is 1947. So it gives you your BMI, 26.4 currently. For those who do not know, I did meet my weight loss goal. Well, I surpassed my weight loss goal at my lowest at 133 pounds on the GLP-1 medication Zepbound. But then I purposely gained 20 pounds because I just was not feeling secure in myself because I was too skinny. So therefore, I wanted to put on a little bit more weight and have some shape to my body. And then that's when I did the reverse diet. And then I went into a bulk. And now I'm in a cut. Okay. So this is basically what it tells you exactly if you want to lose weight, how you want to lose weight, 0.5, a pound, or 2 pounds. All right. It really doesn't say much. So at this moment, during when I was going through my phase here, when I was trying to, when I quit Zepbound, I was getting up to 1,947 calories. So on Zepbound, I was around 1,200. I purposely started eating more. Reverse diet means eating more, getting out of your getting out of that deficit that you've been in for a long time. Bump up your calories as high as you can go. So my maintenance at the time was, I'll say it was, well, really it was a little lower than that because at the time I was 133, but around 1900. So in order for me to eat in a calorie surplus, I would have to eat past that. So I was eating 2300. So now that I'm on a cut, I was like, okay, let me go down to the 1900s. So it's between 19 and 2000. Your girl was not losing any weight. So the last time I remember telling you guys, I was 153 pounds. I gained more weight because I thought I was in a calorie deficit from my maintenance being around 1900. Well, no, I was not. Tamika ended up gaining 4 extra pounds, okay? And it wasn't until I discovered the other calculator. All right, so this is where we're going to go. It's the first one, which is the TDEE calculator. All right, so I'm picking female, 44, 153. I am 5'4". And here, as you can see, the first one starts off with sedentary job. So that means when you picking your activity level, it's what you do throughout the day. Like, where do you spend most of your time? So if you have a job, not only that, but if you sit down a lot, a desk job, which is me, this is the one I should be picking. Light exercise is 1 to 2 days. Moderate is 3 to 5. Heavy exercise 6 to 7. And athlete is twice per day. Now, for me, I probably would have picked twice a day because I walk during the day and then I do a second workout. But that's not what it is. I could go on my scale thing and pick it, but I don't have it. You see what that say? It says my maintenance calories is 1595. I am sedentary. Okay. Now, if you are like, well, 1500 is too low for me, let me pick light exercise, then go ahead and do that. Or pick moderate exercise, then you go ahead and do that. Mine will be 1827. So if I feel like 1827 is still too high and my weight is still going up, then I will go below 1800 and then my marker will be 1595. So that will be the lowest point I will go for us to drop weight, and I'll have that bracket. So it's always good to have a bracket and not just one set number and just be like, I got to meet this goal, or if I go over this goal, the life, my world ends. No, that's not how we're going to do it. We're just going to do a little bracket in between your lowest and your highest, and you just meet somewhere in the middle, because every day is not going to be the exact same, and every day the calorie weight of it is not going to be the same, because potentially you can have more carbs on one day and low carbs on another day, but still have 1595 in your calories. So I just want to share that with you. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, gorgeous.